All right, getting ready to get started. As everybody kind of trickles in here, we are live on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. So join us in. Today we share about our portfolio talk. So hope you guys are ready. If you have any questions, certainly reach out. Let me know. We're waiting for Cody to join in. He should be joining in a little bit. And we're going to discuss our portfolios, what's in them, and just general portfolio talk. If you have something in your portfolio, feel free, ask away, comment away. We'll be more than happy to assist. Oh, excuse me. With that being said, we are here. I'm live, of course, in my office as always. I run a couple businesses. My name is Bobby. I'm here to show you how I run businesses, how I do a lot of things. I have a lot of great things planned that I want to start introducing. So hope you guys can join, like and subscribe, share us, love, please share us. That really helps spread the word and help us grow. Really appreciate that. And thank you everyone for deciding to tune in with us and watch us on this Sunday morning. Got a lot. There's going to be a lot of crazy things to talk about on Monday morning, though, for our morning chat, our investment chat. So stay tuned for that. Always starts at 8:30. That is at 8:30. We do that every Monday through Friday. You get our news, our thoughts, what we're buying into, what we're selling, what we're divvying up, what we're diversifying in. That is all great things to get involved in. We also do a Friday night live just on stocks and investments there. I do a Wednesday. We have a Wednesday video that's not live, but it's a video that we post everywhere that's about topics. I try to do one once a month on any scam tokens or pump and dump ones. And if you got any suggestions, please hit us up. As always, I'm going to put the link to join in the live stream comments here. So if you want to join in, hey, hit that up. We'll cam up, and we'll be happy to have a quick chat. This is a forum. If you guys ever wanted to ask any questions, now's every Sunday's now the time. Of course, we invite anyone that wants to have a quick question at any time on live. So put that in the link in the description on YouTube. You can join the chat there. Oops, let me get that wrong link. But hey, thank you guys for coming in. I hope everyone's wished their mothers a happy Mother's Day. I certainly did. First thing I did when I woke up today. So make sure you guys get that done too today. All right, there we go. Got that copied. Alrighty. Get that saved there. Oops. Change a few things here. Yeah, entertainment. A few things here. Alrighty. You guys have any questions, certainly join in, ask away. We're about to get started in a little bit. Definitely, if you guys are into crypto, stocks, or real estate questions, definitely more than happy to help you out with anything I can, or give you questions. As like I always say, I'm a licensed broker, not just a financial advisor. Hey, buddy. Hey, I've already been hitting the gym. I'm down from 600 pounds, or I should say 600 because it stopped there. Really had to go to a livestock scale. But hey, I'm 40 years old. I've lived my life. So you guys go. And, being from 600 pounds, I got a lot of shaky skin. I got to keep trading so I can afford that surgery. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got to do. That's the reason why I'm trading. Because let me tell you something, that was a poor life decision, and that surgery is going to be expensive. So if any of you are as big as me, that things, yeah, I know I look young, but hey, I know someone's going to dock me. I'm 39 years old. I was born when 80s toys were still made of tin and could stab you. So I remember that stuff. That was crazy, crazy era. But hey, thank you guys. But still waiting for Cody to join. He should be joining any minute. We're going to be going over some live and everything. Yeah, I still got my hair. My brother can't say the same thing, and he's 5 years younger than me, looking like Friar Tuck. But hey, everybody's a little different, although it's definitely thinning out. Definitely last few years running a couple businesses, and with COVID and a change of everything, it's just been, phew, it's definitely thinning up here. So got to get some money for that too. Got to get some hair plugs. That's that's what we're trading for. But if you are new and you haven't been following me, I own a moving company, I own a logistics company, I own a real estate property management company. I also do trading and everything at that. How much money do I make from trading? Uh don't know this year because I don't track it until I do my taxes with my accountant. But last year I made enough that I was averaging about 30,000 a month, and then I took that 30,000 and started investing in other areas such as growing my businesses, getting equipment, and now my businesses have grown because I recapitalized my businesses and they grew, and then I just kept starting to keep growing off of that. So also, if you're on YouTube, I will put my YouTube channels for my detail company and my moving company in there. So support them, like and subscribe over there too. Really, really helps us out. That's how we just get new business and also share our name. Teach you how to open a company. I probably could do. You'd be surprised. It's a lot easier than you think. I've seen a lot of people paying like $3,000 to somebody. Look, I did it on my own. You can do a lot by uh, you don't have to go to a lawyer to do it. You really don't. First thing you want to do is go and register your EIN with the IRS. You want to make sure you do that. Then you want to make sure that you go to then you want to go to whatever state registration you have. I would say go to, it depends. Like if you're in Arkansas, I know you have to register with the state attorney. Then you have to register with your township. Then you have to register with the county. Now, some areas like in Florida, you just have to register with the township and register your company to open up with the state. And once you get that, now each company is different. Like a transportation company, you need an MC number and you need a DOT number. Now, those I would suggest you do need at least about $50,000 to get everything registered and set up, as you have to get the insurance first for your company, which is going to be a minimum depending on your credit score and your history 20 about $25,000 down payment, because you got to remember commercial insurance is not like consumer insurance. You don't just pay the next month. You're looking at a huge down payment. It's got to be underwritten, financed, and all that stuff. Hey, you get customers everywhere, and believe it or not, your first customers won't be from friends and family. Your first customers will be from whatever you do with the groundwork, getting your name out there, putting the grit to the grind. Like I said, that's one reason how I lost 600 pounds. I had to sell my car to start my moving company, and how I marketed and advertised is I walked to all the apartment complexes. So I do about 30 miles of walking every day, and I went from like 600 to 500 to 450. Now I went down to 270, but no, I kind of was slacking on my diet, so I went back up to 300. So now we're gonna really hit hard and go back down. Good thing though about owning a moving company is I can't tell you how many people leave behind gym equipment. So I've got some serious expensive gym equipment, and now I got a free gym basically over the last couple of years. So thank you to all my clients who have left behind treadmills, weights, plates, bench press, Peloton bikes, that mirror, all that stuff. I even got gym mats and everything. Hey, I appreciate that, all coin prints, but hey, that's I gotta lose some more weight to get that. Gotta lose some more weight to get that. Actually, I eat pretty clean. I usually salmon. Most of the times it's when my parents come over, we cook for the holidays. She cooks a lot, but now that we're back off, I actually went from 340 to 300 just by not eating all that holiday food anymore. So I usually just eat steamed chicken, salad, or salmon salad once a day. I drink a lot of filtered water. That's all I drink, and coffee. That's really it. And I always have a motto when running a business and growing your business. Don't eat until I have a successful day. So if I don't have a successful day, if I don't hit all my goals and targets, I don't eat for a day. So rolls over to the next one. That's usually how I do it. We're going to wait. Cody's going to be here any moment to share, but I'll tell you what's in my portfolio now. What's in my stocks? I do have a regular ETF with Betterment. Now that's my kind of like my retirement fund. I just deposit in there, just keep going. That's all I do. I always recommend that just in case I blow everything up. That's there, and it's I'm not really gonna have access to it till I'm about 55. So I just leave it there. Just keep putting in. Now I do trade personal stocks. I go up and down. Right now, it's in there is Amazon, Walmart. I have Bank of America. Although Bank of America is a little iffy, I don't recommend it for a lot of you guys because Bank of America is, how should I put it? It's we're a little bit high risk on there. Their dividends are shrinking. However, I've been holding them since 2013, so I've been holding them since about $9. I'm thinking about exiting out, cashing out my profits on that one. I also have what was it called? I also have Coinbase in there, just a little bit, very little bit right now because it's still iffy. It's if you got Coinbase in there, it's going to fall, and that's really it. I'm also looking to get in Porch Moving Group. That's more really related to my moving side as I'm trying to slowly buy out a competitor. Just that's how I normally do things, and then that's really it. Other than that, I'm kind of looking at some other things now. My dividend portfolio, I'm in two NPL and ANPL. They're both they're mortgage lending companies, and they give tremendous dividends every month. But you have to. They're pretty expensive. They're pretty high. Sometimes they're pretty cheap. Like usually about the end of every year they buy back shares, so it increases the value. But then usually around March they do like a 10-to-1 split, and then you can get them for like $25 a share. So keep in mind that's a really good thing to do. But remember, right now mortgage companies are kind of high risk. They could just X themselves out and things like that. But you never know. The two guys that are running the ones that I like are have been through some of the worst real estate depressions in 87, 92, and one guy's been since the oil crisis, so he can weather some stuff. So I have full faith in that company. I use those dividends, which produce about $100,000 in dividends per quarter for me, and I use that to invest into my crypto. And what I have in crypto is I have most of it in Bitcoin and ETH. I have a little bit in Crow, not as much as everything else. And then I have Atom and Dot, about the same level of Crow, a little bit more. I got XRP, and then I got Quant. Now I'm looking into getting back into H bar. As the last run up happened, I was in H bar at about 5 cents. It shot up to 10. I sold at 9, and so I'm thinking about getting back in, putting all that profits in. So everyone's talking about H bar being the next big hit, and it might actually survive this next year. It won't be one of the ones to drop off. So that is what I have in my portfolio. As far as investments, as far as my real estate portfolio, we're looking at about 400 doors, and I don't buy expensive stuff. That was the one thing with my real estate. I stick to buying starter homes, i.e., simple, small family homes, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 or 2 baths, kind of that deal. And there's a lot that you can find. They're not fancy, they're not nice, they're not modern, they're not any of that, but they are what they are is simple. You can get them for $50,000, $60,000 down here in the South. People do need homes, and with me just buying them as cash and then using a mortgage to then fix them up, fix the kitchens, modernize them. But you also got to be careful because some of these homes are 50, 60, 70 years old. They do have termite damage or a lot, like, 3 generations of wear and tear. Andrew Diggers, I don't know what 92 is, but you can comment in there, enlighten me there. But If you're looking to get into real estate, wow, I hope your ex burns their tongue on that hot soup. Hey, there's a few of them up there. They're probably biting their tongues because let me tell you something. I don't want to get into that red pilliness there, but that was kind of my thing when I got divorced. I had no money, I had nothing, and I had a shit ton of bills. And what happened was is I just took that energy and just said, you know what? I'm gonna try to start losing weight. I'm gonna get my finances right, and that was 2013, 2012. It was a bad year for me. I can make an entire video on that. But needless to say, I just got off the couch and said, you know what? It's my fault. Let me see what I can do to change this around. And here I am. I'm buying a nice BMW. What was it? The M440. I've got two of my dream cars on order, paid the deposits. One I'm picking up in the end of July. It should be ready end of July. I gotta pay the import taxes on it, and then my other one won't be ready till the end of the year, and my MCR20 will be here in August, and my goal is to lose some more weight so I can fit in those damn hypercar exotic cars, not hypercars. I'm not that wealthy yet. I'm not a Bugatti level yet. No, nowhere near from it. In order for me to get there, I'd have to have a tremendous run for the next I would have to do 1,000 times better than I'm doing now to be able to afford that. And that's a lot because you shouldn't when you're buying those exotic cars, don't buy anything that's more than what 5% of your net worth. So if your net worth is, let's just say, $5 million, then don't go out there and buy like $1 million car. Buy yourself a 500,000 or less car. Now I know everyone when you're doing this and you're building your guys up, you're trying to go for that. You're trying to go for that goal. Everyone's trying to be wealthy. You got to limit yourself a little bit, but also don't try to be as frugal as possible in that growth part because you're going to drive yourself insane. Once you get make your first million, do something that you always wanted to do. Do whether it's going to you going traveling the world or buying a nice home, or if you're a car guy like me, buy a car that you always wanted, things like that. Now, if you're really competitive like I am, I do what's called high performance pressure. So, well, that's very interesting, Mexican. I hope you keep it up. That's a true talent. That's all you, buddy. Uh, if what was I saying? Well, if you're going to if once you get to make your first million, buy something that you always wanted. That way you don't go insane. But the next thing I'd say is make sure when you start making some real money, first thing I did, get a get a good business lawyer on retainer that's going to look over your contracts. Because let me tell you, I got screwed on tons of contracts. Then I got screwed with partners and investors. It's just crazy. One of my businesses imploded because I didn't put control. I didn't put too much control on all the investors having access. So now I learned that lesson. Only one person has access to the accounts, and it's usually going to be the accountant, a third party accountant that has been picked and vetted by everybody. Well, with that said, we're still waiting on Cody. I don't know if he's going to join yet. He's a little busy. Uh, but if you guys got any questions about your portfolio, what to invest in, starting a business, hey, it's all free. I'm sharing everything that I have learned and that I have done to help grow myself to this level. So, but if you guys have no question, I'm going to keep going on about what I'm looking into investing. So it's not just H bar. I'm also really, really looking hardcore into Solana. Hey, why do I look that way? Hey, you got to take it up with God. God made me the way I am. So, and you guys got to keep in mind, I came from the era of real racism. So I don't really care. I got the shit kicked out of me for just being mixed. I got what's a good fast way to build Business credit. The only way to build business credit is your first 2 years. It's going to be solely on you. So Dope Energy, you have to have really solid credit yourself. Really solid credit yourself. Make sure it's at 750, because even at 700, it's going to be hard for any bank to give you any loan. I would recommend, before you start a business or start trying to apply for business credit, is that one, you have to have a good tenure at a job, at least 5 years. That's what a bank is going to. I see 760, then you're well on your way. What I wouldn't do is, don't get a business card right away. Use your credit to get capital equipment. Use the capital to get equipment for yourself. So if you're starting, let's just say you're starting, a moving company or transportation company. What you want to do is use your loan. And it's going to be a terrible loan. That first one, even with 760, it's going to be terrible. Get a used truck and get it with that credit card. Hopefully, try to put it with 20% down. Try to go to like Ryder, Penske. Don't go to the used truck dealerships. They take an arm and a leg. Go to Penske and Ryder. They sell their DOT certified used trucks for like 30,000. Come in, put 6,000 down. You'll get a 5-year loan. That's probably about the max that you're doing. You don't have enough credit score. Now, with that first one, make sure you pay it. You make the payments on time for the first year, and you make an overpayment to the principal at least 6 times in that year. Then your credit score will be 850, and then you can start really getting some good loans, and you'll get the 0% business loans, or the very low percent business loans. I don't think they're doing 0% right now. I have to tell you, because this Wednesday I am buying another fleet of trucks so we can open up another site in another city. That's going to cost me about $2.5 million. And with that saying, I think I'm getting like a 3.5% interest rate. But that's only because I've been using the same bank for 5 years. So Dope Energy, once you get a loan from whoever you get a loan from for whatever you're trying to do, then keep using that bank and build that relationship up. That is going to help significantly in getting your loans approved, getting things going, and it's going to get you a reputation. If possible, pick a local bank, because then you'll build your name in your community, and that will help you grow your business. But I hope I answered that question for you, buddy. And best of luck to you in your journey. If you keep following, like, and subscribe on Facebook, a clothing line. Clothing line can be done. Yes. Do you prefer a big bank? A big bank. Well, let me answer Dope Energy. A clothing line is going to be one of the hardest things to do. I've known several people that started. Only one of them was really successful, but he designs his own, and then he retails his own. So maybe that might be a good avenue for you, Dope Energy. Trey Santa, do you prefer having a big bank? Yes and no. Yes, as in, if you have one of the big banks, they're too big to fail. So if you're running a business, that's a good place to put your payroll in, because just like if you haven't been watching the news, like with Silicon Valley Bank, a lot of businesses had their payroll accounts in there, and if they're mismanaging funds, because what a lot of people don't know is banks make their money in trading your deposits. That's how they make their money. And it's easy to pick the wrong bank. And I would definitely look at to see, this is where I say, like, pick a bank that has a bunch of old grumpy people running it. Probably is going to be a better bet than having a bank run by a bunch of people under 30 or under 35. And there are a lot out there, because it's actually pretty easy to start a bank if you can get a decent amount of investors, $20 million capitalization. Then you register with the central bank, and you're good to go. That's it. And you get your banking license from the state and the central bank. That's it. That's it. 20 million, and you just start advertising for depositors, and then they just make money. Unfortunately, there are a lot of banks that happen pretty quickly because it's easy to get people in, and It's always good to watch on there. Well, I have two. My business operates in one, a regional bank, and then two, I have my other businesses holdings and savings and stuff in Bank of America and Chase. I don't do Wells Fargo. They're about to get sued into oblivion for and I know this because I used to work at Wells Fargo too during the banking crisis. I could tell you right away that they are going to unfortunately crash. They're going to get sued into oblivion. They're not even doing mortgages now. So that's the number one moneymaker for businesses. So I wouldn't put anything into Wells Fargo. Bank of America and Chase are good. Those are good, good avenues to go into. Definitely stay with those. But I would avoid Wells Fargo. I have a feeling it's going to crash and burn. I have a few colleagues that work in Wells Fargo, and they're doing the same. They're quietly shutting down businesses, their branches, and they shut down all their mortgage because they were redlining mortgages. And if you don't know what that means, redlining mortgages is good is not good. And if you have Bank of America for your business, it's good. I would also recommend get their credit card. It's very good. Uh, Pablo Sanchez is XRP a good investment? I think it is. I have 25% of my crypto holdings in XRP. I generally purchase about between $2,000 and $5,000 a month worth of XRP to stable it out. Although I do balance out my portfolio with ETH and Bitcoin, but XRP is good. The case is looking like it's going to get settled. Uh, I'm pretty sure it's going to get settled this year, within this year or the next year. Um, Trey Santa is a trust good. I will answer that in just a bit. But XRP is definitely a good investment. But if you don't have any other investments, I wouldn't recommend start getting it heavy into XRP. Just dollar cost average right now. I was getting in when it was just shy of $1, and I've been really getting in when it dipped below 50 cents and into the 30s and the high 20 cents range. It is a good thing to dollar cost average in. You can make, but you're not going to make like 100x on it. It's not going to happen. What you might make is if you get in now, what you might make is a decent return. I would say like a 5x on it if that's what's going to be in the next year or two. But it could in 10 years get to a different volume. We have to see how the crypto market goes. Is Truist Truist the bank? Okay. I don't know. I haven't done any research on them. I usually once I pick my banks, I usually don't look anywhere else. I try to stay loyal to them and things like that. But I can definitely look into it. And I can get you that answer tomorrow morning at 8:30 for it because today is the day I do all my research and everything. If you so back to XRP, I really think XRP is going to make it through this court case. However, I would still offset XRP by getting a little bit of H bar and making sure that you're dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. You're not going to make a lot with Bitcoin, but Bitcoin in 10 years is going to be worth way more than it is now. So that's the goal that we have. I don't know if you're still on here, buddy. Oh, no worries. Oh, trust is a good relationship bank. Okay. I can definitely look into. No worries about being confusing. I know you guys are got great ideas and are just typing away. Hey, I appreciate everything about that. And Dope Energy, good luck with your business. I'm sure it will do well. Uh, Definitely you gotta stick to one thing, and that's part of with growing a business is you gotta focus in on one thing, be laser line focus on that business, and then you can really bear fruit off of that, and then use it to go in everything. How did I get trucks? Well, my thing is I got trucks from I got first off I bought my first two trucks used, and I bought them from a dealer, so that was a bad mistake. I should have bought them from Ryder because they weren't DOT certified. I had to fix a lot of things on them to get them DOT certified. So that $20,000 truck that I got ended up costing me another $30,000 in repairs replacing the engine, brake lines, all that other stuff. So that's why I go to Ryder and Penske. That's where I do if I want to buy a used truck. But after the first two trucks, my business was good. I had a solid 6 months of revenue. I was able to go to Penske and get a corporate lease. And now in Wednesday, I'm switching from Penske to Ryder because they're cutting my costs down by 33%. So that's always good. But you can also get trucks from a lot of your local used car dealerships, sometimes get trucks, or build a relationship with someone that you know that has a used car lot. They have access to auctions. That's a good way to get a truck as well. U-Haul is a good truck. I did buy a couple 26-foot used U-Hauls from U-Haul because they sit lower. So if you're out here in the boonies like I am in Arkansas, you have a lot of ranches, and those big moving trucks can't get through those elaborate ranch entryways. So definitely definitely a good shot to go that way there if you want to go that way. But it's really up to you. But before you do anything, make sure your credit score is on point because that's going to help you get as many trucks as you can and get the best trucks. Kind of similar way, the better credit score you have with yourself, the better the car you are able to finance. I hope I answered that for you, Pablo. But thanks for joining in. I hope you like and subscribe and follow us on Facebook and YouTube for us as well. So now I'm sorry, we seem to have gone off the rails there for everybody. Got quite a few people coming and going in here. But like I said, for my crypto, I have been looking at Solana for the longest time, but I haven't added it in my portfolio yet just because I just don't, I just don't I see it getting sniped, and I just don't want to put, $30,000-$40,000 in as initial investment and it just disappears. However, there's another Solana killer called Sui, which I'm going to look into. That video on Sui is going to go live tomorrow in the evening. Not live, but will be released on Monday evening for you guys. But Sui is another one I'm looking into, kind of as a hedge bet to Solana. And then there's a lot of people going through, looking to take down not only Solana but ETH. But I'm still going into ETH because ETH is a good way to get one. It's right now it's at 1,800, somewhere around there. So I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit more involved. It's going to go a little bit higher, but for now, it's just going to be trading sideways for next year. I expect it on the next bull run to hit around 10K if everything goes according to plan. So you can make quite a bit on ETH, but ETH is kind of like if you got a lot of money or if you're willing to be patient and dollar cost average in till you can stack about 10 ETH. Because I think if you have 10 ETH, you'll make your first big chunk of change in crypto. And then I want you guys to de-invest out of that and then redistribute your portfolio. So about every quarter too, I analyze my portfolio. And I say my portfolio, I mean businesses I invest in for other people, businesses I own 100% of, my real estate portfolio, my crypto, my stock portfolio, and I reevaluate. If there's something that I feel is a little too risky, I take it out and I move it into another area, or I just hold cash. Right now, my cash is I'm kind of burning through my cash because there's a lot of stuff to buy and there's a lot of stuff I want to accomplish too. Um, if you're looking to get into corporate real estate, right now is not the time. A lot of them are sitting empty. Wait for the foreclosures because in 2 years those banks are going to start foreclosing on those properties. There's been a lot of people following a lot of gurus, real estate gurus, investment gurus, and all those bad investments are going to start to take its toll right now. And I would definitely say be patient, especially a lot of people who bought properties for Airbnb. Those are going to go up onto the market. In my area, I already see these nice $800,000 $1 million houses by the lakes out here that are slowly hitting the market, and they've been on the market for a while. They were former Airbnbs, and it's going to be easy to buy them up. once they go into foreclosure, because then you're getting them on 10 cents to the dollar because the bank doesn't want it. So with that said, that's kind of what I'm doing in my portfolio right now. I'm holding off on real estate. My real estate portfolio is pretty sufficient, makes a decent amount of money. I'm able to do the things I want to accomplish, but I will be holding off on real estate for a little bit until probably the beginning of next year because there really isn't anything to buy. I'm still getting outbid on a lot of houses, so I just I just let them go. There's just there's no point to putting in bids right now. You're just going to be outbid. The economy is still a little sideways, although our recession is done, I think, because the last 8 months have been pretty rough. We are pretty much out of a recession now. Things are just starting to stabilize. What's going to finish off this recession really is just that the tech companies are going to start laying off people. The zombie companies are going to die, and of course people who are doing Airbnbs and trying doing APY mortgages for rental properties, they're all going to bite the dust. Now this is where you can make true generational wealth is when this finally levels out, which should happen at the end of this year. Then you can really start getting in. If you're still wary, don't worry. Always do your research. Always contact a certified financial advisor. Definitely take their advice. Definitely work out a plan. See what it is and where you want to go. I definitely recommend. I think it's Northwest Pacific Mutual. They can help you. They have a great plan and strategy. Even I have a financial advisor that sets up a plan, goes, tells me where I'm going. We see if we're hitting it, and then we see where I want to be in the future. That's what you want to do. And as long as you can stay true to that path, you will start making a shit ton of money. I mean, a shit ton of money. And if you guys are young in your 20s, you start this process now, by the time you're 35, you'll technically be able to retire, but you'll have the finances to say, I could do what I want. I could do the things I want to do. That's the goal here. We're trying to get to that point where we can do the things we want to do. Or if you want to be in my position and you want to work 20 hours a day and run several businesses, hey, if I started in my 20s, God only knows where I'd be right now. I'd probably be to the moon if I'd started my 20s. But I started in my 30s, and I started at 31. And from 31 to 39, I did all of this. So I can only imagine if I was 20 with no obligations whatsoever and just started this, it would have been a phenomenal journey. But with that being said, guys, definitely keep your eyes out there on anything that you're investing in. If you guys have questions, certainly reach out to me. Definitely, I'm more than happy to help you guys out. If you certainly have questions about investing, I can answer that for you. But keep in mind, I'm a licensed broker, not a licensed financial advisor. We're a little different, although we both have a fiduciary responsibility to help you in your investment path. But with that said, guys, take care, respect the process, always do your research. Never, never, never invest in something you don't fully understand. Always invest in only things that you can comprehend and understand how that business is making money or how the system works. And be safe. Never invest more than what you're willing to risk. Because remember, any investment can go to zero. And that's unfortunate, but sometimes it happens. Just remember that any investment can go to zero. Invest wisely, invest safely, and I hope you guys, get some good attorneys. If you guys are young guys out there or young women, get some good prenups because money. When one person makes a crap ton more money, it's a hell of a ride. Let me tell you. With that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow, Monday morning, 8:30, as we do our live crypto morning chat. So thank you guys. Thank you for following. Thank you for your support. Like and share. Like and share us on YouTube as well. We're at 179 subscribers. Help us get to 200. Really help that. And then we can work on getting to 500. Want to share as much as I can. And I want to help as much people as I can. And I could always, not to say that I'm perfect and I know everything, but I can also learn from you guys. And learning from you guys definitely has helped me, because there's some people that have come in that I have learned from, and I can see going in a, I saw something in a different direction and it helped me. So thank you guys. Thank you for all your support. I am going to see you guys tomorrow at 8:30. Remember, Monday through Friday, Crypto Morning Chat, 8:30. Thank you guys. Have a good Sunday. And make sure you're all wishing your mother a happy Mother's Day.